After GPT 4.5, now we have GPT 4.1 from OpenAI, but this is an API only release. These models have support for longer context up to 1 million tokens. So these models were released as test versions in OpenRouter, your Cursor Alpha and your Optimus Alpha, with which people did a lot of things and were very happy with this particular model. So these are nothing but test versions of GPT 4.1. Okay. So there are three new models: GPT 4.1, GPT 4.1 mini and GPT 4.1 nano. These models outperform GPT 4.0 and GPT 4.0 mini across the board with major gains in coding and instruction following. And the key thing is this 1 million tokens of context. So here are some results for coding benchmarks where GPT 4.1 scores 54.6%, improving by 21.4% absolute over GPT 4.0 and 26.6% over GPT 4.5, making it a leading model for coding. On instruction following also, this model does much better than GPT 4.0, a 10.5% absolute increase. So the benchmark is Scales multi-challenge benchmark. On long context also, on video MME benchmark, this particular model states a new state-of-the-art result, scoring 72% on long no subtitles category and a 6.7 absolute improvement over GPT 4.0. So now what's the other news over here? GPT 4.5 support is going to be depreciated. So GPT 4.1 is going to take over GPT 4.5. Okay. What they're saying is that we'll continue to carry forward the creativity, writing quality, humor and nuance you told you appreciate in GPT 4.5 into the future API models, which is good to know. GPT 4.1 is free on Windsurf and Cursor for you to access for a week. So that is an interesting distribution strategy from OpenAI. Then the rest of the particular blog talks about the various benchmarks and how GPT 4.1 performs very good at all these benchmarks. So if you look at the comparison has been with OpenAI models only over here, not with any competitors. I would like to have against competitors as well over here, right? But they are comparing it only with OpenAI models. So in coding, they say that GPT 4.0 performs significantly better at a variety of coding tasks, including agentically solving coding tasks, front-end coding, making fewer extraneous edits, which are good in Cursor or Windsurf, following diff formats reliably, ensuring consistent tool usage and more. So here are the comparisons in software verified bench, okay, where it is 55% against all the other models. Then on Aider Polyglot benchmark accuracy, it's again better than many of the models except for reasoning models over here. Compared to base models, it is much better than previous OpenAI models. Like this, they have made comparisons against various benchmarks on instruction following, on multimedia. This is also a good, this is another thing where they say about in long context in the needle in or haystack retrieval, where they say that, it's done a very good or 100% successful retrieval on this particular needle in haystack internal benchmark or internal testing. Okay. So that's what they're saying over here. Then they talk about multi-model capability of this particular model, where they say in Vision also it does really well across benchmarks. Okay, often beating GPT 4.0 on image benchmarks. So this is a significant leap forward. So you can go and try out this particular model on API. If you were to look at the cost of this particular model, GPT-4 is, for input per million tokens, it is $2. GPT 4.1 output is $8. GPT-4 mini is 40 cents for input and output is $1.6. Right? GPT 4.1 nano is their fastest low latency model, which is like 10 cents for input and 40 cents for output. So the pricing is really nice over here. So you can check out these models in API. It's only available in API usage. You can check out whether these models are good for your use cases.